Are you trying to compare Tomball, Texas, Klein, Texas, and Katy, Texas? Well, in today's video, we're going to be doing just that. Hi, my name is Jordan Shalacy, broker owner of Joe & Co. So I'm the Joe in the Co. And today I'm going to be showing you one of our amazing resources because our goal here at Joe & Co. isn't just to be a realtor, but to be a resource. One of these resources that we have for you is going to be the website/blog. So what we're pulling today is a blog post that he just wrote that I'm insanely excited to share with you. So there's actually two blog posts that I'm going to be covering here in this sitting, and I'm going to break it up and show one to you today and one to you tomorrow. So let's go ahead and shrink Red Jordan's face because I have not figured out this lighting, y'all. There are two little thingies here. I'm going to record it and put it on Instagram, but I have two lights soft box lights, and they're just making my face so bright red, I guess. Anywho, so on the left side of the screen, we have the Joe & Co. website, and you can see we have all these fancy little search features. If you haven't been on the blog yet, I haven't shown this to you. So this is like a carousel, and it takes you through a whole bunch of blog posts. So this is the one we're going to look at to get right this second, and that's the next one. So we go through all the different neighborhoods, but a super, super awesome website for you to navigate Houston. So I like it to stay on the front page. So I don't know why I kept tapping because now we're 1.5 minutes in and here we go. So I have on the right side the two different blog posts. So I'm going to select this one. So how to compare Tomball, Klein, and Katy. So if you've never been, let's see here, Tomball, Texas. If you've never been to Houston before, I want to show you where all these different cities are. Compromise passwords, Jordan. We want to go to Buy Joe & Co. It can watch me navigate the map. So if you have the screen to zoomed out in, so local maps. So we are going to, that didn't like me. So this is Tomball, Texas here on the left side of the screen. And on the right side of the screen, you can see my map where I illustrate all the different cities and suburbs in Houston that are probably going to be important to you. So Tomball is just right off of 249, north of Grand Parkway 99. It's actually a lot bigger than this shape right here. So it goes all the way over to here, and it goes pretty far over here, and it even comes all the way down here. So I wonder, so a good way to figure out where all of Tomball is to look where the school district is. And Tomball ISD outline, I'm trying to think of attendance zone. So there's a really good map of where we view Tomball being. It's going to be the school district, and that's actually the same thing for Klein. So Tomball is up here, so northwest of Houston. There's Houston. And I'm going to show y'all where Klein is, and it should come up on the map. So you can see here, and I'm going to, trying to see if it was showing you my location. It definitely shows you my location. Okay, zoom out enough and it won't. So here is where Klein is. So it's a little bit southeast of Tomball, south of the Woodlands. So we're about 21 minutes from the Woodlands, south of Conroe, north with a little bit west of Houston. So that is where Klein is. And I'm going to show you Klein ISD boundaries was the word I wanted. So Klein ISD is large as well, and it's a funny shape. It kind of looks, I don't know, like, I have no idea what that looks like. What's that movie, the Thor movie? I don't know what that thing's called, but there's Klein. For some reason, it has a skinny little shape that comes all the way down into Houston, but the Klein area is going to be this top. Well, I would say all of this up here would be the Klein area. Most of us don't view this like handle part as Klein. So you can see on the map there's Klein, and then Katy is down here. So close to I-10 and Grand Parkway 99. So I'm going to show you a map of Katy, and I'm going to zoom out. So it's definitely west of Houston. So if you're working in the energy corridor or Memorial, Katy would be a really good option for you. And Katy is pretty big. I don't think I need to pull up the parameters, but Katy is going to be all of this area here. It runs into Fulshire and Richmond which is down here, but Katy is going to be all this area and half of this. So it's going to be this really big rectangle. So that is where Katy is. So in this blog post, I talk about each city and I give you a whole bunch of links, and I also give you neighborhoods to consider. So I know what's most important to people are going to be school ratings. So I pretend that you're one of 3 people, someone that is maybe you don't have kids, but you want to have the best resale value in the future, or you're someone that has children, or thirdly, you're someone that is planning to have children. So those are the 3 types of people that I'm talking to in this blog post. So we're only going to look at those top rated schools. So here, right here, you see a whole bunch of links to different blog posts and categories that we have that will really educate you on our area. I want to point out, this is my favorite, my phone's in the way. This is my favorite list ever, and this is probably my favorite category. So this right here breaks down each neighborhood or each city's A-rated schools and the best neighborhood zone to those schools. So definitely recommend checking out that link. I'm going to link everything down below. And then if you're coming on your first visit, these are the links I would recommend checking out. So not only do I show you what to check out, I also give you lists of even more neighborhoods, and I give you open house links that are evergreen. So I recommend checking them on a Thursday or a Friday to check out to determine what your weekend when it comes to open houses is going to look like. So the A-rated schools for Klein, Texas are going to be listed here. Brill, Frank, Hostler, Metzler, Tice, and this link is going to show you all the homes that zone to those schools. I feel like that link ran away. Does that link not work? Oh, it did work. So I have the list labeled the same as those blog posts, so that's why it looked funny. So these are all zoned A-rated schools. So this one is close. All of these are going to be super close. One cool thing you can do is you can hit the map view. It's going to pop them up. So there is your Klein parameters. So really, really nice areas. You have Champion Forest, Memorial Northwest, Glenlock Farms, Windrose probably, usually have Spring Creek Forest over here, and you have the creek, not Creekside, but like Augusta Pines and Auburn Lakes. Those are all really good neighborhoods, and I have a feeling those are what are going to be on our list. So here is everything I just mentioned and some of our runner-ups. Now in Tomball, your A-rated schools are going to be Blackshear, Creekview, Corville, Schultz. I'm like obviously not pronouncing the ones. I don't want people to make fun of me for mispronouncing, or if I say them funny, because I say stuff funny. But anyways, so this link again will take you to all the houses for sale in the Tomball ISD area that are zoned to those schools. So you definitely have a lot of options. You can see in Oakview Farms, you're looking at an $800,000 house, but one of the newest listed houses in Tomball is only $199,000. So that is definitely a house I need to share with one of my clients. And Willow Forest, there's another really good house I can share with someone. Creekside Park is pulling up. So tons of really good options at really good price points. So you're seeing those 200s to 800s, and I definitely know the prices do go higher from there. So I list out some of my favorite neighborhoods. Again, all of these links are going to be down below. I just want to expose you to these blog posts because I think they're so good and so important. I know that's like kind of tooting my own horn, but I think these are, can you hear the dog snoring? One day I'm going to show y'all the dog on camera. If he wakes up, I'm definitely going to show him to y'all. But my favorites are Creekside Park, Wood Trace, Fairway Farms, North Point, Lakes at Creekside, and Champion Lakes Estates. And then I have some runner-ups down below. So let's move on to Katy. Katy has more A-rated schools than anywhere else. It's definitely large, and so that's part of the reason. I'm not going to read all of the names, but that is Kilpatrick. So tons of schools. In my newest blog post, like the other one I wrote, I even break down the schools even farther and I give you ratings. So definitely check out tomorrow's video or the one right after this. And then same thing, you can click on this link and it will pull you up into here. So 113 options zoned to A-rated schools in Katy. So let's see Lowest price home is $290,000. So if you want to get into Katy, you're going to have to spend $300,000 to $310,000. So keep that in mind, because you're going to have to offer over asking price. As you can see, there's homes in the 3 millions there in Katy right now. So a huge span, but you definitely have to be in the 300s in order to afford Katy. So definitely most affordable is going to be the Klein area. I feel like you get the most bang for your buck, and in my opinion, because of low crime, I feel like it's safe. You have to be careful when you talk about safety, but I live in the area and I feel very safe. So that's just my personal opinion, but definitely check out crime ratings and school ratings and everything in between. So I have my favorite neighborhoods listed: Seven Meadows, I really adore; Cane Island, Cinco Ranch, Firethorn, Grand Lakes, Jordan Ranch, Nottingham, Tamaron, King Lakes, Wood Creek Reserve, and then I have my runner-ups down below. So you're going to see brand new homes, and you're going to see original homes. The only place where you're not really going to see new construction, just very, very little. He's snoring like crazy. I feel like I should just wake him up. Jagger. 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 No, he's not waking up. He's sleeping like a baby. So tons of really good home options. So if you're trying to compare these areas and you're trying to figure out where to live, I want you to click on each of those links, and I want you to put your price point in and your square footage. This is going to show you what you can get for your money in all 3 different areas, and I think it'll be really eye-opening for you. And then I say the most important question to ask yourself when you're trying to compare where you might live or where you might see yourself in the future, I want you to ask yourself, what does your life, or what do you want your life to look like when you're not working? So I think this is insanely important. This is going to dictate what area you're in, what lifestyle you want to lead, what amenities you want in your community. I have tons of, most of these that are on the top list are not, sorry, I'm sure I made like the ugliest face in the world. That was my brush. My hair just has a mind of its own. I'm going to try to, I want to edit that out. I'm sure that was loud as heck. But, goodness, now I'm off. But, yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, what do you want your life to look like when you're not working? So hobbies, amenities. Oh, most of the neighborhoods on the favorites list are going to be master plan communities, or communities with a swimming pool and sidewalks and things like that. Not the older ones. The older ones do not have sidewalks, but this blog post is going to be a really good starting point if you're trying to compare different areas. So this blog post was written for a specific person that asked me this specific question to compare Tomball, Klein, and Katy. And so I wanted to give her like this roadmap, something that can be very visual and interactive. So this is kind of where I landed. Let's see, what else do I want to share with y'all? Goodness. But this is, yes, a really good starting point. What else was I going to ask or tell y'all? Yep, that's a really good starting. Oh, I remembered. So this, again, only compared Klein, Katy, and Tomball. But at the bottom of the blog post, you'll see I gave links for my personal list for Cypress, Conroe, Magnolia, the Woodlands, and Spring. And I didn't put Montgomery on here, and there's some other lists I need to make. It's a slow process, y'all. But for Montgomery, you can't go wrong in Montgomery. You'll be really happy anywhere. I believe all the schools are A or B rated, and I do break that down on the other blog post. So definitely make sure you check that one out. I'm super excited. But again, hi y'all. Again, my name is Jordan Shalacy, broker owner of Joe & Co., where my goal at Joe & Co. isn't just to be your realtor, it is to be your resource. So I'm here in the Houston suburbs. I service all of the Houston suburbs. I'm obviously a local, so I definitely recommend working with a local and a local company. So Joe & Co. is a brokerage, and it's my brokerage, and here are some of the ebooks that we have to offer you. We have a first-time homebuyers ebook. We have 2 moving to the Woodlands ebooks. My favorite one is the best neighborhoods to let kids be kids. It's going to deep dive all over Houston. That's a really good one to check out. I have an ebook, and pretty much all of this has a YouTube video too, but I have an ebook that compares Spring, Texas and the Woodlands, Texas, because a lot of people don't know the difference, so that one's really important. And we have 3 new ebooks: How do Property Taxes Work in Texas, Moving to Texas ebook, and Where to Live in Houston. So the Where to Live in Houston one, I think it's like 100 pages, so that's a little intense, but definitely a good starting point if you have no idea where you want to live. And then we have our relocation guides: Woodlands, Katy, Cypress, Tomball, Humble, Spring, Klein, Fulshire, Magnolia, Conroe, Montgomery, Sugarland, and Kingwood. So those are really good starting points too. So this blog post, all of these are going to be linked down below. If you haven't gone over to the YouTube channel yet, you either click on my face down below or you click on my name, and that will take you over to my channel. My channel is really organized really well by playlist. So on the front screen, I created this so y'all can explore the website really easily. So new to our channel is a playlist, favorites, my most recent uploads, so you can see what we've worked on in the last couple days. The Why series, so it's why people pick a particular neighborhood, and I have a lot of good ones in there. If you're curious about a particular neighborhood, I can make that video next, so just leave a comment below or email me or text me. A playlist for the Woodlands. I have these silly little vlogs which people seem to like, which is fun. Spring, Texas, and Klein, Katy, Cypress, the Versus series. So you have to check out the Versus series. So I compare Tomball ISD and Klein ISD, the Woodlands, Tomball, Katy, the Woodlands, Conroe, the Woodlands, Magnolia. So I really want to paint a picture for y'all of how to figure out where to live. I know that's so important. You see it on the left side of the screen. I know most people struggle with the home buying experience, so my goal is to not only be with you every step of the way, but I want to be there for you so that you plant your roots in the right soil. So definitely very important to me that you don't make a mistake. There's even more playlists than the ones on the front page, so tons and tons of options there for sure. So next I want to tell y'all about our search website. So we have search.byjoeandco.com, and this is where you can search for home. So the Woodlands, and I recommend usually doing like all matching. That's my favorite way to search. Every single website's different. And then I always recommend, it will automatically do it, but you want the newest ones to come up first. So here's a house in Creekside. So Creekside is the newest village of the Woodlands. So you see 300s to 700s and even higher. And then if you're considering the Woodlands, wishilivedhere.com is a brand new website that I developed that only features written articles that I've written about the Woodlands. So that's a really good one. And then you already saw the local maps kind of at the beginning of the video, and these are really good. So exploring the Woodlands, the villages of the Woodlands. This is south of the Woodlands, so this is the Klein area that this is the Klein area we've been talking about. And then you go north of the Woodlands, and that takes you to North Montgomery County, and then back to all of Houston. So more maps coming soon, but those are the ones we have made so far. So, oh man, talking 100 miles per hour. I want to make sure y'all get everything you need. So please hang out on the blog. Feel free to reach out to me. Oh, in a couple seconds, you're going to see 2 videos pop up. Remember, everything is linked down below. And when you are ready, please schedule a call with me. That is the best next step to take if you are confused, have questions, or something of that nature. So Jordan Shalacy, Joe & Co. I hope you enjoy this video. I know they're a little different than a lot of the formatted, they're different from other formats on my channel. I've been trying to mix it up, and I know maybe these are boring, but I definitely want to share all of our content with y'all that's on the blog, on the YouTube channel, because I think it's so important that it's discovered, because this is braggy, but I know no one else is providing this type of information, and I love to write. So I'm going to keep on writing for y'all, and I hope you enjoy these blog posts and these YouTube videos, and click one of these videos and check out the links down below. I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all are so important to me. Bye, guys.